Five.
Everybody tells me I grew up in a dysfunctional family. Because apparently, a family can't function properly without its daddy, but what's a young boy to do when his only father figure is just an imaginary figure, written off in the history books as the greatest man that he's never met, see? I grew up without my dad, but I still pray to God that he rests in peace and that one day we eventually meet. Because see, growing up without a father forces you to mature faster than everybody else. Now my mother is more powerful than any combination of man and woman ever put together. Having her is having a little something like Goku and Vegeta fused into one super parent. See, she's walked through hell and back in 8-inch high heels just to show that she stands tall against all her obstacles. And I've watched her work from sunrise to midnight only to have her come home and still be able to light up the room with her smile. Like a sunrise. She taught me that hugs and kisses could teach more powerful lessons than a belt or a fist ever could, and I swear there were nights where she didn't know how she was going to pay next month's rent, but still turned those tears into hugs and kisses as if nothing was ever wrong. To the woman who once worked 4 jobs at the fragile age of 55, cooking and cleaning and never asking for anything in return, always putting her life at stake but never putting steak on the table, but that's never what I expected from her. So you can't have expectations for something that's giving you everything for nothing. It just doesn't work that way. My mother is the strength and foundation of this family. See, I've always looked up to my mom as a superhero until one day she met her kryptonite. Grandma passed away. Those words hit hard. So hard that it felt like death was dressed up as a lumberjack as he dragged his chainsaw against our family tree. I looked at my mother, her face buried into her pillow because her worst nightmare had become her reality, and she wished she was asleep and that everything was just a dream. Tears streamed down her face like a waterfall, cursing the world for taking her world from her. And finally, I realized superheroes could cry too. So at that moment, I decided to dedicate my life to fulfilling my mother's dreams instead of letting her drown in her own tears. And I know that when her time comes, heaven's gates will shatter at the essence of her presence, and angels will seat her on the throne of gold to match the heart she bears, and God will approach her and tell her, everything's okay. You can relax now. You've raised your sons perfectly well, and they will do absolutely fine, but just in case, here's an 80-inch widescreen TV, just so you can watch over them whenever you want, but until then, she's staying grounded. See, sometimes angels mistake her as one of them because of everything she's ever done, but I'm sorry. You've already taken one angel away, and there's no way you're taking this one from me.